guys, my name's Amanda, and I happened to come across your Yelp ad today, and I've been doing this for an incredibly long time. I'm an expert in the plumbing industry. I'm right here in Bellevue, and essentially what's happening is this. The volume of people that are searching for plumbing services right now is just simply at an all-time high. And unfortunately, what's happening is that all of these massive businesses are gaining all of the traffic and they're just getting bigger and they're growing and all of these things, right? Well, my passion is for the smaller companies or not these big commercial companies to benefit from all of this traffic and grow and expand and all of these things. And so what I did when I saw your ad was I did a deep dive on Done Right Plumbing. So what that means is that I went over every aspect of your internet presence, and your performance and all of these things, right? So my intent here is to educate. My other intent is to help. And so I'm going to just jump in right now because we've got quite a bit of really valuable information that I want to share with you. So all right, here we go. So when your future customers are searching for your services, right? What are they going to do? They're going to do what everyone does, and they're going to either get on their phone or they're going to get on their computer and they're going to hop on Google, right? So when your future customers are searching for your services, the first part that's going to pull up when they're searching is this section right here. Now, this is called the Google. I apologize, I had a little hair in my mouth. This is the Google Maps section. Now, of course, ideally we want businesses to be in one of these top 3 spots. Reason being for that is because this is what is returned instantly upon the search results. Now, this section is really important because this is where 30% of your Google business is going to come from. Now, I did take a look. You guys do definitely have a Google business page. You've got 52 reviews, which is great. You've got high quality reviews, which obviously shows, some major credibility for the work that you guys do. And I just want to give you some pointers on how we can get your Google business page to, of course, like I was saying before, up rank and start to get in one of these, high ranking spots. Now, Google favors companies that have 100 or more pictures, right? And so adding in additional pictures, having them geotagged correctly, saved correctly with the keywords would be critical. Another avenue that can be taken is citations. Those are really important. What a citation is anytime your business name, address, and telephone number is listed on Google, what Google does is they give you or issues you a citation for that. These are incredibly important for your exposure, and what they will do is they will, of course, help you up rank. You want to be beating out your competitor by roughly about 50 of those, and that would allow you to maintain your spot when you get up to the top, right? So as far as the Google business page goes, that's what would need to be done there. Now, the section that's even more important is just below this map pack section, and that's here. This section here is called the organic section. This is where all of the websites are listed. And as I'm sure you probably guessed, this is even more important because this is where 70% of your Google traffic is going to come from. Now, I know what these ads are costing. I know that, right? And what essentially transpires is if you stop deciding that you're wanting to pay that ad at any given time, what happens is your exposure is just gone. So investing in your website, which is absolutely a piece of real estate, it's a digital property that you own, it's an asset to the business, that is absolutely 100% and should be the primary focus. Essentially, your website is your main hub, and then any other marketing efforts should come, outside of that. Now, of course, ranking your website, getting up there is going to gain traffic, it's going to get exposure, all of these things, right? But it's not going to just disappear either like it will essentially, if you stop paying these Yelp ads. So, all right, just a little more details. So let's talk about your website. So here's your website. It is a good looking site. I like the color scheme. You've got some good visuals. A couple of things here. So let me explain the process of what Google does. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, what Google does is they send a bot to crawl the internet. Now, what that means is that they are scanning every single website, and what they're doing is they're looking for two very important things. Number one, they're looking for command content. So if we're talking about your website here, command content is going to be every single word that's included on your homepage. What they want to see is 1,500 words of command content, but more importantly, embedded within that content, they want to see organic keyword phrases. Now, organic keyword phrases are these right here. So anything that anyone enters into Google to find your services, they want to see the variations of all of those embedded within your website. What that allows Google to do is say, okay, I've got this person here searching for, Seattle plumbing services. Well, looks like we've got this exact phrase on Done Right Plumbing's website, so we're going to match them up together. What this does is this then, of course, upranks your website, gains exposure, gains traffic. With gained traffic, what do you get? You get gained, interest, you get gained jobs, and jobs, of course, equal revenue, right? So, those two things are probably the most important factors for your website to get it going. Now, your number one, well, excuse me, one of your main competitors is Ally Plumbing, and I just wanted to show you. So they've got, a really nice looking site. It's interactive. And what they have done correctly is they have implemented a ton of those organic keyword phrases that I was talking about. What I went ahead and did next was I pulled my web crawler program. Now what this is live Google feed data on not only the performance of your site, but the performance of their site. So I just want to show you. Now, the two most important factors I'm going to talk about are right here. Now, this is your UR and your DR rating. What your UR rating is essentially a trust factor that is assigned by Google. This DR is your power factor rating assigned by Google. These two numbers right here are determined by this box here, which are the backlinks. What a backlink is essentially a shout out from another website to yours, taking the person from that site to yours, and what that does is that gains you credibility, gains you power, and it gains you exposure. Very important. Then here is the section for those organic keywords that I was talking about. So this is how many of those phrases that Google is allowed, that Google is able to match up their people searching with your website. And you don't have any of those. And so with everything considered that we've just talked about, you've got an organic traffic rating of 0. So that means every single month, the people that are getting on searching for your exact services, no one is traveling to your site, and essentially your site's just not being seen. So, what that converts to is that the site itself is doing absolutely nothing for the business, where your website should be your number one asset, and it should be pulling in, 3/4 of all of your revenue. All right, so then what I went ahead and did also was I pulled the web crawler program for your competitor as well. I wanted to see, or wanted you to see, what having, a strong and optimized website does for you. So, all right, again, just a reminder, here is the trust factor rating. This is the power rating. Here is those backlinks we were talking about. Now, here is those organic keywords. They've got 519 of those different phrases embedded within their content. So that allows Google, or allows them the opportunity to have Google match up their site with the person searching 519 times, right? So with everything considered as far as what they've got going on, they've got an organic traffic rating of 700. What that means is that 700 people every single month are getting online. They're searching for the exact same services that you guys offer in the exact same areas. And what's happening is because they are on the first page of Google and they're ranked, fairly high, what's happening is that 700 people are going to their site. Now they're going to their site, they're retaining their services, they're getting additional information, whatever the case may be. The bottom line here is that is a ton of traffic to be missing out on. Now, here's the good news. There's nothing that Ally is doing that done right cannot be doing and be doing better. Obviously, our end goal here, or excuse me, our main goal, I should say, which is a better term, is to beat them out of their position, take over their position, creep up the ranking, right? And then essentially step into their place and take over all of this traffic. So like I was saying, that is more than doable. It's absolutely a reality. I get the misconception a lot that, oh, we can't afford it, marketing's way too expensive, it's crazy, all of these things, and that's just simply a myth. We can tailor a package to whatever it is that your needs and wants of the business are. We can start at a certain level of approach, and we can grow, and we can get to the next level and the next level and so forth. So I just didn't want that misconception out there that marketing's not doable. Marketing is critical, especially SEO, for the branding, for the exposure, for the longevity, for the revenue of the business as a whole, right? So, my intent here was to educate you guys, on the processes and how this works, but also giving you specific information on the company itself. I hope it has brought tremendous value for you. I would certainly be overjoyed for you to reach back out. I would, love to have a conversation and see where I can help the most. And yeah, I will send this out, and I certainly look forward and hope to hearing from someone. Thanks, guys. Oh, you know what? One more thing I forgot to remember, is that on your Facebook page, you only had 17 people liking your page, and that's really critical for your exposure as well. So I sent your Facebook page out to 1,100 people. So you're definitely going to all of a sudden see a flood and rush of followers and likes. So I just wanted you to know where that came from. So talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.